Hi, my name's Chloe and I'm a sophomore biology major here at the University of Scranton. Today I'm in the Loyola Science Center with a few of my friends. We can't wait to show you all the different animals we have here at the university. The first animal we're going to show you is an angelfish. Angelfish are omnivores, which mean they eat both animals and plants. Their favorite snacks include bloodworms and brine shrimp. They live in the fresh waters of the Amazon in South America. Angelfish are vertebrates. But what's a vertebrate?
Well, Chloe, I'm glad you asked that question. Vertebrates have a backbone, just like us. But they also include mammals, fish, reptiles, and amphibians. Now, there's also invertebrates. And invertebrates don't have a backbone. And they could either have a soft skin, like jellyfish or worms, or they could have a hard outer casing, which provides them structure, like spiders or other insects that you may see around.
Thanks, Nathan. So angelfish have a spine, just like you and me. The predators of angelfish include larger fish, birds, and marine mammals. Angelfish can be almost any color in the rainbow, and there are also some species of angelfish that live in the ocean.
Thanks, Chloe. I have another kind of fish here, Nemo, the clownfish. So first, what do clownfish eat? Clownfish are omnivores, which means that they eat both other animals and plants. Some specifics include algae, zooplankton, and worms. Clownfish will not stray very far from their anemone to find food. Where do clownfish live? Clownfish generally live in coral reefs near the Australian and Southeast Asian coasts. They are generally found in anemones, whose tentacles sting other creatures using a toxin. However, the clownfish build up immunity to this toxin and live with the anemone in a symbiotic relationship. This means the clownfish provides food for the anemone and it receives protection from the anemone in return. And as said before, a vertebrate is an animal with a backbone, like human beings, for instance. Like all fish, clownfish are also vertebrates. But what is a fish?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked what a fish is. You guys have been hearing a lot about fish, but fish have really three distinguishable characteristics about them. One, they have fins. Two, they have gills, and they live in water their entire lives. If they don't have all three of those things, they're not a fish. Back to you, Dan.
Belong. All anemone fish have one mate, and to prepare for mating, an anemone fish will clear off space on a rock near its anemone. After attracting the attention of a female who lays her eggs on the rock, the male will fertilize the eggs and raise them until they hatch. But what predators do clownfish have? Fortunately for them, they do not have many predators since they are protected by their anemones, which sting predators as mentioned before. However, even so, clownfish eggs are sometimes attacked by damselfishes and wrasses, other types of fish, and brittle stars, which are related to starfish. So to close, I have several fun facts about anemone fish and clownfish. There are 28 different species of anemone fish, only one of which is clownfish. Also, all clownfish are born male, but they can become female.
Hey everyone, I'm Katie. I'm here to talk about our friend turtle, Flippy. Flippy is a species of turtles known as pond slider turtles. Flippy is native to freshwater habitats such as ponds and streams in the southeast in states such as Virginia and Florida. In rivers and ponds, turtles like Flippy feed mainly on plants and small animals. Some of his favorites are crickets, crayfish, snails, worms, and tadpoles. Turtles like Flippy do not have teeth, but he has sharp ridges in his mouth that help him chew. Although Flippy is safe here, if he lived in the wild, he would have to be careful of animals like raccoons, otters, and foxes that might eat him or his eggs. One way that would help Flippy hide from scary predators would be to duck his head and legs into his shell to hide. Flippy is also a reptile that lays eggs and is cold-blooded. Now, what is a reptile?
Oh, Katie, I'm glad you asked what a reptile is. So, reptiles are covered in scales, and they are cold-blooded. And now, a cold-blooded reptile basically means that they can't control their own body temperature. When it's cold out, they're more active, but when it's warm, they kind of lay back. So I hope that helped, Katie.
Flippy's shell is made up of little plates that stick together to form his back. There's a red mark behind both of his eyes, and his head, neck, and legs are green with yellow stripes. Flippy's a vertebrate like you and I, which means he has a backbone and a spinal cord. Fun fact time. The temperature of the water determines whether a turtle is a boy or a girl. If it's between 22 and 27 degrees, it will be a boy, but if it's warmer and above 27 degrees, it will be a girl. Another cool fact is that Flippy communicates with touch and vibrations.
Hey friends, my name is Cayman and today we're going to be talking about Zora the snake. Zora is a ice ghost corn snake. He currently lives in the Loyola Science Center, but in the wild, his species is native to the southern United States. Zorro has been living here for 6 years, but is actually older than many of you because he's 14 years old. In the wild, snakes like Zorro are carnivores. But what's a carnivore?
Oh, Cayman. So sorry, I didn't see you there. So, your snake's a carnivore, which means that it only eats meat. The turtles that were mentioned before and the fish are both omnivores, which means that they both eat meat and plants. And if something only eats plants, it's an herbivore. Back to you, Kane.
Thanks. Some of Zorro's species' favorite foods in the wild are frogs, mice, small rabbits, and even insects. Although here Zorro is mostly fed a diet of frozen mice. At Scranton, Zorro is safe from predators, but in the wild, Zorro's friends have to watch out for birds of prey, bobcats, coyotes, and raccoons. All snakes are reptiles because they have hard scales, breathe through the lungs, and lay eggs. And as we learned, because snakes have a backbone, that means they're a vertebrate. Now it's time for some fun facts about snakes. Did you know that some snakes can move as fast as 12 miles per hour? That's faster than most of you can go riding on your bike. My favorite fun fact is that some snakes can even breathe underwater. What's even cooler is that when they do this, they breathe through their skin. Thanks for listening about Zorro and spending time with us today.
Thank you.